Hello my friends, welcome back. Today the hop we are playing with is for the love of crafting and sharing, and it's kind of cool. Today's, I guess not today's, this month's theme pretty much is anything holiday, Christmas, what have you. So that leaves tons open to interpretation, which I think is really fun. It's called Holly Jolly. So it says, it's December, let's go super easy. Anything goes with basic theme of holiday Christmas type layout. Awesome. So what I think I'm going to do is steal, and steal is being used slightly loosely because it's mine. My next layout idea I was going to do for my Mini Kit Monday group. And the reason why is I have papers and a kit pulled to go along with Janet's 4 for 4 at RTS series. And these are the cuts. And I don't need all of the cuts for Mini Kit Monday. So I get to steal one thing and use it, and it's great. And for the most part, the whole kit is very, very Christmassy themed. So let's look at my cuts. I got these two pieces, which are rather skinny. They look like a centimeter. And it's kind of cool. Ooh, I like the black and white plaid. I don't know which ones I want to use yet. Then I have these two really gorgeous deep wood grains. So this is, and they will both have this kind of gray and white dot on the back. So I kind of like that. Maybe this with this. What do you guys think? I think it's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Now the cool thing with this is I do have a little bit of some background options. So I have this one, which gets it super Christmassy all of a sudden. And I'm kind of vibing that. Let me show you the photos real quick. And I still have to trim in and all that kind of stuff. This is my son. This is my mother. Oh, they're slightly cut off there. That's what happens when you work with Canon selfies. Okay, and I printed it without a border, yada, yada, yada. So the deal is, and I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of that in crafting. We are self-imposed quarantining and all that kind of thing. I mean, in my state, we are under a lockdown, and it pretty much says you can only have one other household with your household, whatever. But we are being very cautious. My mother is slightly older. She's not old. She's slightly older. Don't want to kill her off. Anywho, so my son and my mother were exchanging gifts, kind of COVID style, as distanced as they could be to exchange gifts. And look at, my mom sent me the picture. My son wrapped. Isn't that cute? It's an Amazon package. Anyway, so that will work. I like this deep cranberry color, as that is the color of his truck. But ooh, look at that. I need to reprint that though. Look at that right there. I've got this weird green mark across, so I will reprint that. It's bringing out the green in the gift. We don't want that. So those are my papers. So this is what I have. I'm going to work with that. I do have a really sparkly set of thickers. I might bring out that cranberry color more with them. That is fun. And I also have almost the full set of the die cuts from Heidi Swapp. So I can go super heavy with them. I have this. I mean, I have a few different alphas. The one that I'm supposed to be using is this one, but I'm vibing this because it is sparkly red with black on the sides. It's called Land of Wonder. It's thickers, and they're from 2018. There you go. Woohoo! So, I mean, I have stuff I can do bigger and smaller. I have stamps with this. I have lots of things. So, I have little buttons. I don't really need those. I like December, but I'm probably going to use these. And I think my title is A COVID Christmas, which is an odd title, but it is true of what's going on. So, what I want to do is trim this off. I'm going to get these reprinted because I do not like that going across his arm. I'm going to mat them with something. I don't know. And I also have these pieces here. If I run out of die cuts, which I won't, especially this time, I do have this, and I could mat it with this. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to mat my photos with that, or maybe like one on black and one on red, whatever. So I think I'm going to bring this in. This is like a bonus sheet I had. Okay, I'm going to get a better idea of what I'm even doing. I've talked for almost 5 minutes and I haven't gotten anywhere. So give me a minute. I'll be right back. So I got a little bit more traction with my thought process. I'm definitely going to use this for my background. It really brought in the Christmas vibe, which I liked. I double matted my photos in pieces. First of all, some of the cut-aparts, I used a red and a black from these cut-aparts, which that works out. I was able to trim my photos to be able to do that. And then that sheet I have that is kind of like pegboard, but wood grain on the other side, I matted my photos again. So I have that. Now, let's see. I inked all of my paper edges. Then what I did, which is a bit of a mistake, is I went through my Heidi Swapp pieces to see what would work for this layout. And yeah, just about every single one does. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get my pieces down. I'm going to keep my photos pretty central. I'm going to put a little crown on my son's head. He's wearing a hat anyway, it's fine. And I might just go ahead and build a little scene. Now, my title, I'm not going to use these down here anymore, is going to be a COVID gift exchange. So that's kind of big. So it might say a COVID and gift exchange going this way because I have this big old thing about diagonals. Then I'm going to build up some clusters using as much as I can because these pieces are awesome. Oh, that's why I decided not to go ahead and use the 2020. I liked the idea of doing days until for Christmas, and I used some of these little glittery letters because this was 12 days before Christmas. I thought that would be a really cute way to bring the title into another place. Now I have this whole Carta sticker sheet I have not touched yet. So I want to be able to bring stickers as well as the die cuts and vellum die cuts and all of that. So I have all kinds of different textures. You know how these stickers have that slate sheen. So that's going to give me a little bit of an extra oomph vibe. So I have that. Let's see, what else can I do? I could put this across each of those pieces in the seam. Okay, digging that. It has a little bit of red. It has black, so it's bringing my black and red thing in without being too obnoxiously bright. I have this naughty and nice one, but it's going to compete with that red, and I don't want to do that. See, I also have this one here, which has all these gift kind of things. I think it's too big for my busyness. What else might I be able to use? I have this really big deer wood veneer, but you know what? They're not in a city that necessarily have deer running around. My city does. My son's city does not. My son's and my mother's, actually. They're both south of me by like 20 minutes, and it's just enough that I'm wooded. They're not. All right, so I think I'm happy with that for now. So let me get these pieces on. I want to be able to get my big old title in place because it's so big that I want to be able to work around it. And it is foam, like glittery bits, but it's on black foam, so I'll be able to actually stick it down, which I think is the bee's knees. So I'm going to get all that down. I'm going to get my washi on my seam, which is kind of a bummer because I did ink both of these sides, but that's okay. I inked the outside of my 12 by 12 as well. So let me get a little tiny bit more traction. Like I said, I know I want to make these kind of central, which I usually don't do. And that's going to allow me to have kind of stuff going this way, which I like the idea of that. Now, the next thought is, will I put a cluster here and here as well? I don't know. I think it depends on how big my clusters go this way. So I don't know, but we're going to go and do this together and see how it goes. Okay, be back in a jiffy. Right, so this is what I have at this point. I don't have any of my die cut pieces set down. I just wanted to be able to get them in place. I don't think I need a cluster here, but I do like this up here that says 12 days until. I think that's really fun. And I was looking at this and I'm like, yeah, I don't need that there. So I'm not going to because I said so. All right, so I have that. Now, I did want to make sure to bring in some of my sticker pieces like we talked about. I have vellum in a couple places. I feel like I need a vellum-y something right there. So let's see, what does this say? It says delivered December 25th. That doesn't work. And I want a red thing that's vellum. Like, I'm being really picky, I think. I'm usually not that specific about things. So let's see. I really wish that said the correct date. Now, I could do something like where I stick this under here and we just have it sticking out. Okay, I like that because I'm getting my vellum. All right, I want to get these pieces down, and I think I'm going to use a bunch of these little bits that are on here to do like the next set of decorating. So let me ink my edges and then I will come to this, is what I think my master plan is. I also have some really, really great sequins that match this stuff really well. There are snowflakes, little glittery, well, shiny, shiny red sequins. I have snowflakes, I have wood veneer, gold touches. So really great sequin set that I can sprinkle around in here as well. So give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, let's see what little goodies can enhance what I have here. I have my die cut stuck down. Actually, everything on the page is stuck down. I do know I really want to go in the sequins, and I'm pretty darn sure I'm going to go in with my Jen Hadfield Gold Mist. So let's have the goodies that I want laying around available. Now, in the meantime, let's see, I could use a little bit more red there. Red we have. Oh, look at that cute little like Christmas greenery. Ooh, this word presents is good considering we are exchanging the presents. And I know this part's boring, but I'm really trying to be aware that some of y'all have asked me if I would continue, or if I would do more of the stuff where I leave my process in. So now I guess that little piece reads family presents. Cute. So I got some red there. This has enough of the colors, and so I kind of have, yeah, I don't know. I'm leaving that as just that. So it's really just one big embellishment cluster, which I'm kind of digging. Ooh, look at fresh cut Christmas trees. That's pretty. I mean, this thing is so pretty. Like, you could do so many layouts with just this. Like, look at how awesome that is. Actually, I have a really cute set of photos with my youngest daughter and Rudolph, like a real reindeer. It's so cute. So cute. Actually, I like that Mary as well. So why don't I go ahead, it's going to read Merry Family Presents, which, you know, doesn't need to make sense. Because really the only one that it has to make sense to is me. Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, I've talked to a lot of you guys about scrapbooking, and you know, I get the question a lot, do you do separate albums for all your kids? My answer is no. They can split them up whenever they want. I don't care. Ooh, look at that cute little black mug that reads Mary. I like that. That is so cute, bringing in that little touch of black. And I think I'm going to pop it up on a little bit of foam because I like it so much that I want it to get noticed. So I have like 3 pairs of scissors on my desk. And have you ever noticed that you can like work yourself into just like a 12 by 12 square? It is quite tragic. Okay. I really like that little mug. Actually, my son walks around with his black Yeti all the time, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to go for it. Okay, that is so cute. I can't stand it. Okay, so cute. So cute. Like the little Mary word on something else. Super cool. I feel like I need just little bits now. All right, so let's bring some black over here. I like this little black ornament, and that can kind of come down. And I have to remember, I'm in this big inking phase, so you guys are seeing that a lot right now. But I get into like where I'll be scrapping and I'll forget to ink like one part, and I'm like, eh, and I see it later. I'm like, you know, I'm not going to redo it. I love it. I'm not going to redo it. Not going to worry about it. And that's what happens. Oh my gosh, look at, it's like this, right? And then there's like some itty bitty little ornaments I can decorate that tree. It's not going on this layout, but, and you can also do it on that one. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun the next time I use this. Oh, there's a little tiny word right there that reads Season's Greetings. How cute. All right, what else do I need? I'm gonna use the glittery bits. I almost feel like it's done. I just wanna use more stuff. Probably because I wanna decorate my trees, which I can't just, you know, well, I can, but they don't have much more to do. So, you know, this word a COVID kind of looks like it's hanging out without a friend. So why don't I have an idea. I like this tab. It has music notes on it. So I think I'm going to bridge that gap a little bit to bring the a COVID part. And if saying COVID triggers anybody, I'm really, really sorry. That is not my intention. But, you know, our Christmas is so different this year that in a way, I mean, I just can't ignore it on my channel. It's a fact of life. We're dealing, it'll all end up okay later on and all that kind of stuff. So if that's bugging you at all, just ignore it if you could. Because I try to be as me and honest as I can on my channel. So, okay, I just wanted a little bit of the black, red, and green in there. I need a word or something to pop up right there. It would be kind of cool if I had a green one, but I don't know. I like that little Merry Everything little board. How cute. Oh, it's so cute. I mean, it's Carta, so it's going to be the good stuff. Oh, look, I even love that it has a black Christmas tree. I mean, can you believe it? All right, let me see. I have that. I have that. Oh, this little word, Be Merry, is going to help take care of that space that felt like a COVID, you know, the first part of my title was floating around too much and it was bugging me. All right, I have these little pop-up-y strippy things. I'm sure they're called something besides pop-up-y strippy things. But you can just trim off a yibbit and use it as you go. They're double-sided adhesive-y strippy things. Okay. So that is going to make all the difference in filling some of that space that felt like it was just floating around. So I have a little piece sticking up as well. Okay, I love that. Now what I'm going to do is get some sequins on here, see if I need enamel dots. I'd have to bring those in. They're not in my kit. And I'll come back, we'll do the splatty bits, and I'll show you the layout. Give me a minute. All right, let's finish this up. I just need to get some splatty bits on here, and I want to cover up my photos. So just cover them with this packaging. And really, my splatty bits are going to be in the center. It's a pretty central layout. It's very, very simple. I know, people, it's a simple layout. But sometimes when you have pattern with pattern with pattern, that can work. Actually, most of the time that can work. And I have such great product that I'm using that it makes it so easy to scrapbook. Let me get some more gold there. I like it on the sides. Do I need a little bit up top? I think I do, because I have this little tiny cluster up here and it wants to feel special. And maybe right around here. Now I have vellum I'm using, and vellum and liquids aren't always the best of friends. So I'm not going to do too much right there. All right, so that is it. Oh, and the mist I love using is the Jen Hadfield Gold Glitter Mist. My fave gold. It's true. All right, let's show you what we have here. I think it's fun and whimsical. You know, clearly I have to dry my little gold bits, but they will dry and they will be lovely. And so I will leave the links down below for everybody who is involved in For the Love of Crafting and Sharing Hop this month. If you have any questions or comments, leave them and I'll get back to you as soon as I am having a cuppa. Goodbye, friends.